Legacy Motor Club has announced some crew chief changes, at least for the rest of this year, as Dave Elenz now out. Dustin and Ben Beshore will take his place on the 43 car, and then Brian Campe is going to move to the 42 car. He's been recently added in the front office, or he's kind of a technical director there, and so he's going to crew chief for the rest of this year on the 42 car. Kind of an interesting change, and I know Jimmy Johnson has said this week, appearing on SiriusXM NASCAR radio, that he said that he understands this has been a very disappointing year for that organization, that they didn't achieve what they had hoped to achieve.
Well, I think there was excitement for Legacy Motor Club in moving to Toyota, in the idea that, hey, this would help elevate the status of the organization. But that Legacy Motor Club did not do the full partnership or alliance with Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota, and that they're kind of doing it a little bit on their own. I think that, raised eyebrows at the beginning of the season, and I think there were those who thought, boy, this is going to be really tough to kind of make this transition from, even though the car is essentially the same, but still there's unique parts from a Chevrolet to a Toyota, or at least how the car handles and some things like that with Aero, that it was going to be a challenge. And if you were not going to have the full alliance, that it is going to be interesting to see. I think a lot of people have a lot of respect for Erik Jones and what he can do. And look, he's a two-time Southern 500 winner. He's won it also at Daytona, the summer race. So he's a very good driver. We've seen what Hunter Nemechek can do in the Xfinity Series, and he's had some good runs here at times. So, I think at the end of the day, you'd like to see Legacy Motor Club have a full opportunity. Now, that's partially up to them if they're not able or willing to spend the money, or maybe they're just trying to be fiscally responsible at this point. But if they're not able to spend what they need to get all the bells and whistles, then this is what they have.
Pete, I think Johnson was talking to you and Mike Bagley this week, and one of the things I heard that kind of jumped out at me is he's talking about trying to reinstitute or develop their own culture now. And I wonder if this move or these moves are part of that, trying to redevelop the culture there.
Yeah, I think you're right. And again, I appreciated Jimmy. He didn't really pull any punches when he was with us, and he said, listen, it's unacceptable. This is not what we had hoped for. I get the technical side of it that Dustin explained there, but it's funny. Last offseason, I think we had listeners tell us the two teams and drivers they felt they were going to really take that next step forward. Well, one was Corey LaJoie, Inspire Motorsports, and look what happened there. They wound up swapping Corey over to Rick Ware Racing and Justin Haley to the 7. And the other one was Legacy Motor Club. A lot of folks felt, and I was on that list, that they would take a step forward with this new Toyota alignment there. Again, I think Erik Jones, listen, he just finished top 5 at Talladega. I think he's a good enough driver. Hunter Nemechek, I think, has shown he can be. They just need to get the right chemistry there. And I know, we talk about culture, and a lot of times that's maybe one of the things we throw around in the world of sports too much, but I think it really means something at Legacy to kind of get where they want to be. But they got to get, A, those race cars a lot faster and a lot more durable, and then B, just make sure the chemistry is right with driver and crew chief. And I'm all for this, guys. If you knew you were going to make a change, why wait to the end of the year? Why not get a jump start on it, a head start on it, and have 5 races this year for those drivers and crew chiefs to work together? And I thought it was a good move for Legacy to do that this week.